Aloha! Today we're making one of my favorites because I'm a total chocoholic. Chocolate avocado pie. This time with mint.
It looks like you already started it without me, so you must be good at this already.
Because I like licking the bowl. So would you like to explain, because this is my mamacita's recipe.
Avocado. So you'll need 2 of these avocados. Actually, you'll need up to 4 cups of avocado. So it depends upon how much.
The size of the avocado.
Yeah, the size of the avocado. So this is a 4-cup measuring. So about, that much avo. Okay?
If you're on the mainland, you might have to have a lot more than this. And if you're in Hawaii and you get one the size of your head.
I'd say these kind, probably 4 of them. Bigger ones that we get in Hawaii sometimes, maybe 2. So that's what I'm saying, 4 cups or so. And then this is cacao from Peru. Very special cacao. Powdered cacao from Peru.
So basically powdered cacao is just the rawest form of chocolate. It comes from the cacao fruit and then it's
roasted.
Roasted and blended up. It's a
beautiful process actually to make cacao.
So good. And it's just pure dark chocolate.
Yes.
Powdered.
And there's a few companies that make it. I think Dacoba makes some, but this is from Peru, so it's lovely. So with 4 cups of avocado, 3/4 of a cup, so you'll need quite a bit, 3/4 of a cup of cacao powder. And this makes a pretty, a bigger pie actually than what we have here. It'd be more of a 9-inch pie. And peppermint, so just a teaspoon of peppermint.
If you want to make it chocolate peppermint.
If you want to make it peppermint.
You can make it just chocolate, but we like to have a little minty zest.
And some organic peppermint essences or flavors are stronger than others. So give it a whiff and see how much you want to put in. And lehua honey. We use lehua honey, which is a beautiful Hawaiian honey, which is thick and rich and yummy. But you can use any kind of honey that you like. And 3/4 of a cup also of honey. So you want equal amounts of honey and cacao. And
no sugar.
Then you taste it and you see if the flavor, a little chocolate, more rich chocolate.
Oh, I'll do that. Okay, no problem.
More sweet, because people have different tastes and avocados have different flavors.
So I've pretty much already done everything she just explained. And now we're gonna put
but let me show you this. So this is another ninja type of a blender. So the way that she did this, and you can use any kind of blender, but I really love this. And you can place the top.
Boom, and then you just plug it in and you blend it up.
Around to there. Yeah, and you just plug it in and it blends.
Press the top. Vroom.
And you might have to use a scraper to take down the sides and be sure that the cacao and the honey blend in really perfectly.
And that's it. And then you come out with this mousse.
And then you taste.
Type substance.
Oh my God.
Help.
So good.
Help. There we go. Okay.
So here we have our filling. We're gonna take it off of the
Oh,
ninja
you need
blades.
my tongue? No? Okay.
Now the thing about the ninja blades is that they're very sharp.
You gotta be careful.
So you have to be careful.
Not too much tongue action around the blades when you're licking the bowl.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I should have waited to show you guys the whole process, but it's pretty simple. You just throw the avocado in, the honey, the peppermint, and the cacao powder, and
you just blend it all up.
Can you do it in a regular blender?
You can. It's just it's a little more challenging to scoop it out of the bottom. That's why I like this.
Right.
Yeah.
But you can if you want to just do it in a regular blender. It might not get this kind of smooth consistency,
yeah, it does.
but yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
all right.
it's smooth. It's just it's just a little harder to get it all out.
To get it all out. Yeah. So regular blenders, all you really need, unless you want to be a ninja. Aloha! Welcome back to Holly Kai Cooking with my lovely mommy here. She is going to teach me right now, although I kind of know how, to make a pie crust out of nuts. So this has no gluten, no wheat.
Nuts and seeds. Actually, today we're going to do nuts and seeds because we've got some sunflower seeds. You can also use hemp seeds. And you can also use macadamia nuts. You can use almonds. You can use pecans. I think my favorite is pecans, mac nuts, and sunflower seeds, or pecans, mac nuts, and hemp seeds.
But I ate all the mac nuts.
Yeah, we use the mac nuts and something else. So we have walnuts, and they're really good too. And we have sunflower seeds.
Let's do it.
Okay, so.
And you can use this pie crust for anything, for pumpkin pie, for chocolate avocado pie.
Hint, hint, we're making chocolate avocado pie today.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna jump in. So you need about 2 cups of assorted nuts and seeds. And there you go. And this is called a Ninja. These are pretty cool because this will grind.
And these are raw nuts and seeds, not toasted or salted.
You could, I mean, if you like to have well, actually I do toast it in the oven briefly.
The crust, but not the nuts previously. They're just coming
These are raw. But you could toast the nuts, I suppose, and then just grind them and put them in. But I like to put them in the oven for a few minutes and toast the whole thing.
Okay, Ninja.
Okay, Ninja. Just enough to make ground nuts, not nut butter. Because if you do it too much, you'll end up with nut butter. Yeah,
which is also yummy.
Super easy. I don't see any need to put any oil or butter or anything else in there because even some people put coconut oil, some people put dates.
To sweeten it.
If you want to put some dates, you can. I'm not partial to dates in my pie crust, but there we are.
I like dates.
There and there.
With Brad Pitt.
And then press it in. So it's real easy. You just press it into the pie pan with your little fingers around the edge. Be sure that it's covered on the bottom.
I mean, nuts automatically, naturally have oil in them, correct?
Yeah, nuts have so much oil in them that for me, it spreads easier without, if you put some kind of oil or something in it, it's a little bit harder to spread it. It coagulates together. But this is easy to spread. And then that's all you have to do. So I'm going to put it in the oven here, and I'm going to toast it for at the most 10 minutes. You have to keep an eye on it depending on how your oven is. I've got this on 350 degrees. So we're going to watch and see 7 minutes, 10 minutes, and then just to toast it, and then we're going to take it out and cool it before we put whatever kind of filling in it. If, however, you're making a pie, like a pumpkin pie, that has to cook in the filling, this filling we're putting in is a no-bake, no-cook filling for this particular pie. So we're just toasting the pie. But if it's a pumpkin pie, you need to put the filling in it, spoon it very carefully in, and bake the crust with the pie.
Pumpkin pies take a long time to cook.
They take a while to cook, and the crust will burn before the filling is set up. Okay, this is exactly perfect. It's just starting to brown on the bottom, and you can see from underneath that it's not burnt. So maybe that was about 10 minutes, I'd say. So there you are. Turn off the oven.
So cool. It's just nuts.
It's just nuts.
Literally.
So that's all it is. And you don't want to jostle it up too much because it's sitting in there, without a lot of binder. It has the oil from the nuts, but just leave it be and let it sit and let it cool. And while it's cooling, I'm gonna show you about the filling that we could do if you want to do a chocolate pie, avocado pie filling.
Okay. So
this is our crust that we have shown you how to bake previously. And if you're baking a crust to have a raw filling, which this will be, this filling doesn't get cooked, the crust is just toasted for like 10 minutes in the oven and cool. So it should be cool before you put the filling in. And
this is a nut crust, which is really yummy.
This particular crust is sunflower seed and walnut, but you can use any kinds of nuts. Macadamia nut, you can use almonds, you can use pecans, you can use seeds also, sunflower seed, hemp seed. Yeah, I haven't used sesame seed, but I think sunflower is really good.
Just nuts toasted for 10 minutes in the oven, and then we're going to put in our filling. So and you know what you can also do sometimes if you want to be fancy and you don't want to have a pie, you can just make little cups of this and put it in the fridge or even the freezer if you want it frozen, but the fridge is better, it gets all cold. Then you could put like a little lilikoi passion fruit drizzle or maybe like a coconut topping or anything you want that will go with chocolate. So it kind of turns
like a mousse in a dish without a crust. We get a lot of avocados in Hawaii. Sometimes people are dropping avocados at our house and we have buckets of them during the season. And it's a really good way to use avocados and keep them for future use is with the lilikoi, with the lehua honey and the cacao and the avocado. You can freeze this pie and it'll keep for up to a couple of months. And then you take it out of the freezer before you eat it and cut it and then let it defrost just enough so it's like this amazing chocolate mousse frozen pie. But you have to defrost it just enough so you can scoop it. It's so good.
And then when you serve it, you gotta be like, hey everybody, guess what's in here? And nobody will ever guess. They're like, it's gotta be half and half milk and rich this and this.
Well, some
and this.
people say tofu, but it's not tofu.
But no, it's actually really good for you.
So you
Here
have
we
to be
go.
careful when you put it in the crust that you don't disturb the crust.
Okay, how am I doing?
Good.
Oh my gosh. It's a
And
chocolate.
I like to serve it like Allison was saying, with a drizzle of passion fruit on top, or a drizzle of mango on top, or if you would rather use something that's more of a mainland fruit, like a blueberry or strawberry or
would
kiwi,
be raspberry.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
So it's the gentle spread.
But if you're gonna serve it, you can just serve it the next day and keep it in the fridge. And
can.
it can be, it's however you want it, frozen or more soupy.
I like it frozen.
I kind of like it frozen too because it becomes like chocolate peppermint ice cream with nuts. Okay. Oh, this is a big job.
So this is a smaller pie crust. You could make it in a bigger crust. We have a little less avocado in here.
When in doubt, use your fingers. Now, if I knew we were cooking for a group of people and they were actually going to be eating this, other than my mommy and I would not be using my fingers. Don't worry. But this is our fun. Isn't that cool?
Yes. So as you can see, you could fill it fuller if you had more filling, or you could have a bigger crust. Okay.
Here we go. This is our one and only, invented here and maybe other places in the world, avocado chocolate nut mint pie. I hope that you guys are going to enjoy it just as much as we do. Shall we put her in the fridge?
Well, put her in the fridge.
Alrighty, aloha!
Aloha.
That'd be crazy.